this dude, I don't know how he was getting these women, man, because he's goofy, he's cringy, and it's the 70s, but even then, his look is a little extra.
What's your best time?
The best time is at nighttime.
Not giving smooth answers, like they definitely changed this guy up for the movie. Let's go ahead and get into one of the things that you recommended that we do today. You know, sometimes we don't have anything to do on a Sunday or we're lost for something. We turn to the community and you'll make a nice recommendation, or is it? We're going to be talking about this movie, Woman of the Hour. Now, I'll say this. Fascinating story. You didn't see the movie.
I did not see the movie, but I saw the trailer and I've heard the story.
I, on the other hand, have not heard the story before. And I'm surprised that I and a few others of you out there have not heard about this before. So this is a really fascinating story because it's about a serial killer that not only eludes capture for years, not only after being reported several times, not only after killing what people suspect to be over 100 women.
Wow.
But also appeared on a game show.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, a game show that was going to deliver a woman to him. People, this is a show back in the 70s, 60s and 70s. This movie takes place in the 70s. And this man appeared as a contestant on the dating game.
Rodney Alcala. Welcome.
That's Rodney Alcala right there. This man, he died in incarceration at the age of 70 something. But man, this guy right here, it's sort of a frustrating story with him too. This guy lured women in by charming them with his stories and lies. And then he flattered them with his photography. You know, the old, hey, you ever done any modeling? Oh, hey, you look beautiful. Hey, give me a little shoulder right there. You know, yeah, there you go. There you see, you would have died. But it got you. This is a really bizarre story that not only centers on him, but also the woman who chose a serial killer as a possible date. Also, another thing about this movie that we're about to talk about, it is the directorial debut of Anna Kendrick.
Yeah, she stars and directs.
A sweet, bubbly Anna Kendrick. Out here making this dark stuff now, man. Who sees it's always the sweet and bubbly people you gotta look out for, man. Doing now what they call the true crime. Something that I'm not too into, but as I said, very bizarre and fascinating story. If nothing else, I'm learning something new here. But did I enjoy your recommendation? Well, we're going to find that out right now as we show you this trailer, and I will be back with my review for you and you, sir.
What are girls for?
We talk about diversity in Hollywood. And some people don't like that.
Sick of it.
You know, so there's a handful of people out there don't like that. But this movie here shows me why it's cool to have different voices sometimes tell some of the same stories. Because, you know, with this, Anna Kendrick, I was reading a little bit about this because I want to kind of fact check the movie. I want to get a little background on it. And I want to kind of find out about Anna Kendrick's transition into directing. And she mentioned here that, you know, this story could have been told with the usual detective on the case. You know, first time detective, just got this job right here, trying to prove to everybody that he can get it done. And then also, you know, maybe a courtroom drama or the prosecutor trying to nail this guy.
The outside perspective.
Yeah. But we've seen that before. She said that script was already kind of ready to go. This not only felt different because of the framing device of the dating game and getting it from that point of view, but it also felt very respectful of the victims. that you have in here. You know, this is something where she didn't want to tell another cop procedural or another mystery or another, you know, regular true crime story that we hear where it's in search of. You know, with her, she said that, you know, to get that perspective of the girl who was, or the woman who was almost choosing this guy as a date, and also the victims out there who, I mean, they say they may never know how many people this guy killed, but you know, this wants to pay respect to those victims that are out there, man, that probably wouldn't have that voice if it had been done that regular way, the way that we've always seen. You know, it put more attention on the victims. And I'll tell you right now, it's hard to watch. This movie opens with a murder. And it's not graphic in a bloody way, but it feels very real. And so it's no less brutal. You know, I mean, it's funny coming out of something like Terrifier and then going to something like this. And it's like, you know, death really isn't all that fun when you think about it. You know, and when this started, I was like, I don't know if I want to continue to watch this. This is really hard to watch, man. I mean, like I said, it's the cruelty that goes into it and the aggression that went into the murders and the first murder that we said is how you open the movie. And I was like, I'm not, man. I just got home. I don't want to have my day ruined. I'm watching this at 11 in the morning, you know, and then right after that's done, we shift to the character that Anna Kendrick plays based on this real woman, Cheryl Bradshaw, and opens up with her being a struggling actress that you could, as you saw in the trailer right here. She's auditioning for a show, and there are two men who are barely even acknowledging her existence. This dumb broad is back again, you know, and it's a funny scene. This whole thing kind of switches tones to being funny, actually very entertaining, but it feels like it has. It feels like it's two different films.
Anna Kendrick has very good comedic timing.
She does. But after a murder, you know, I was like, I don't know if I want to laugh right after I just see some woman being brutally killed, but I did, and it worked. You know, this is what worried me, that this movie would have all these tones that are all over the place, but I'm glad y'all recommended this, man. I'm glad that you told me to watch this. I never would have watched this if it weren't for the Toasties out there, because first of all, this is a great script, which is by Ian McDonald, I believe.
That's what I said.
And Anna Kendrick, you know, we've had some recently some great debuts by women directors, or just directors in period, and directors period. No use in putting gender on that. But Anna Kendrick, man, as a directorial debut, she is great.
Okay, cool.
You know, she balances the humor very well, making sure that it does not distract from some of the darker and more sensitive parts of the movie, because that would have been not only weird, but it would have been disrespectful.
And they wouldn't go with what you're seeming to set up, that had a very grounded tone.
Yeah, exactly, man. And this is the reason why it works. Because look, first of all, yeah, I needed a little levity after that first scene, because to get that laugh, I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm glad I don't have to do this the whole movie. I'll be traumatized looking at death after brutal death. Having a little bit of a chuckle, well balanced, respectful chuckle, well earned, that was welcome. But also, this movie is about sexism, which is why, again, she wanted to switch to this character here, and. I don't, you know, you could say this movie might be exaggerating a little bit, but the 70s and 50s and 60s and beyond, and you know, and a little bit well, definitely before and a little bit beyond, were definitely sexist times.
Oh yeah, and people would say still to this day.
No, and it's so ridiculous. And listen, we all know this. It's the 70s, it's the 60s, and like I said, all before that, yeah, sexism was ridiculous, man. And the humor here is kind of there to highlight just how ridiculous the sexism was during that period. Until, like you say, a certain extent, still is. You know, young women especially, were expected to sell through sex.
Oh yeah.
They were expected to put out. You expected to accept a little grab on the ass, or a little grab on the titty every now and then. And if you didn't like it, shut up. You dumb bitch.
Shut up, and put out.
And put it, there you go. I've seen you've done this before.
Come on, man.
But dog. But not anymore. Not anymore.
No,
Come on. Don't
years.
insult her like this. Stop that. Stop that. Don't listen to him, baby. Yeah, there you dumb bitch. And also another 4-letter word I can think of to describe women, which they do mention in the movie. They even in the movie, you know, they allude to that. You could even take pictures of underage girls and take them to work.
Hey, look what I did this weekend.
And brag about it, yeah.
Like, gross.
Yeah. You know, I don't know how true that is. Some of this stuff, as you know, with any kind of movie, they change things for entertainment purposes. They dramatize, consolidate stories, you know, to make it flow faster. So yeah, man, you know, and that's a really important part of this movie too, because again, I don't know how much they're exaggerating the sexism here. Some of it is accurate. Some of it might be, you know, pushed a little bit. But women not being taken seriously, women not being listened to, that's the reason why this guy was able to kill as many people as he did. Because no one was listening to because it was women that were usually saying something and nobody was listening. They got actually one funny scene in here that involves a woman trying to, and I don't want to tell you too much about this, but there's a character who freaks out when she's watching a dating game and she's trying to report it. And it's a sad scene and it's a funny scene that involves a janitor. And it's frustrating. You laugh at how ridiculous it is, but it kind of just nails everything I'm talking about right here. But yeah, man, you know, the cinematography is nice. You know, when you're watching this, it's very much one of those movies where it's like, hey, we want to remind you, it's the 70s. A lot of iconography, music, you know, costumes, vinyl everywhere, you know.
And I saw that there was a moment where they changed like the film quality.
Oh yeah, well, you know, that goes to video to show her being on the show. Anna Kendrick's camera work is done so well.
Cool.
In this movie. And she does it to capture different moods. You know, for some of the more dramatic stuff or some stuff where it's more low key, camera stays still. There's a lot of movement to capture her when she's at the studio, you know, and they show a lot of, you know, hectic behind the scenes stuff. But the way she creates tension, which is one of the things that she wants to do here, you know, she does not treat this like a joke, but she doesn't flinch when it comes to the violence against women in here. You know, it could be worse, but a lot of it doesn't even come from watching the death also, although that's pretty bad. You know, the way she frames things and the way she paces those scenes out. I'm serious, like the way she'll frame things to where you don't know where this guy's gonna come from. It's paced to where you don't know when he's gonna attack. And you know he's gonna do it. And I'm just like, you know, and I'm just sitting up there wrecked, man, because I'm just kind of like, just get it over with. God damn. My nails are so short today, man. I was biting my nails all through this, man. You know, this is, you saw it. I don't want to spoil anything, but they have it in the trailer. You know, she does some great shots where like she's walking the parking lot. You saw that shot at the beginning.
Yeah, that's great.
And she's being followed in the background by this guy, Rodney, what's his name? Rodney Alcata is his name. Now, that's a great shot. And it's a combination with the way, again, the scene is paced. That shot is so effective because of what happened right before then. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but this whole scene has a buildup. And she does an amazing job at doing that.
No, yeah, I like the shot where you see her walk out of the frame and like his legs are still moving.
Yeah.
And that's a classic thing. And it looks like she put a little bit of a spin on it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, you know, and it's helped by a great cast too, for all the tones that this movie's throwing out there. Tony Hale is usually a goofball, you know, is usually playing up for laughs. He's the host of the dating game. Ed Burke Not that, then he's not playing the original host. It was a guy named Jim Lang. But man, usually he's playing it up for laughs. Here, he's just a subdued, sexist dick.
There was a shot where it looked like he was being an asshole.
He's being, she comes in and she changes what he wants to do, and the side eyes that he gives her.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
The whole time he's giving her the "F you bitch" look. You know, he's just he's scummy, man, and I love the way he played this character. He really is playing it down from what he usually plays it, or the characters that he usually plays. I'll talk about Anna Kendrick in a little bit, but man, your boy here, Daniel Zovato, who plays Rodney Alcada. He plays the character with a lot of charisma. He also plays the character as a smooth talker, and you know it is funny because you look at the movie and everybody's falling for this act that he's doing. Everybody's falling for his name dropping. At one point, he drops going to school with Roman Polanski.
Wow!
And everybody's eating this shit up, man. You know, and granted, like I said, that's the way that Daniel Salvato plays the character. And he does a great job.
Bachelor number 1. This is nice and easy. What are girls for?
You know, having fun with.
Well, Gloria Steinem would be proud.
Being a little hard on the boys, aren't you, Cheryl?
Oh, I think we're all having fun.
You see what I'm saying?
Around, you done?
You see a look you see a look he gave
Hard
him?
on the boy.
You see, bitch, what you doing?
What are girls for? I guess I'd have to say that that's up to the girl.
It's a very good answer.
Yeah, man. Thing is, I was creeped out by him the whole time. Like maybe it's because I knew, you know, the movie opened up with what he did. We have insight on what kind of monster he is.
Yeah, it's doing some Hitchcock shit where you, the audience, knows about this guy and the characters in the movie have no idea.
Yeah. So I'm just, just angry and I'm scared for these women and I just hate this guy anyway. But he just seems sleazy to me the whole time. Very slimy. But he is actually very much more charismatic than the actual guy.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because that, man, this dude, I don't know how he was getting these women, man, because he's goofy, he's cringy, and it's the 70s, but even then, his look is a little extra.
What's your best time?
The best time is at nighttime.
Not giving smooth answers, like they definitely changed this guy up for the movie. Like there's nothing smooth about this guy.
He's got a nice smile. I'll give him that.
He's okay. So he's got that chiseled look.
He's got that chin.
Got that chin. The thing that, you know, that chiseled look. Enough confidence to get you to tell people what they want to hear, to get out of things and lie his way out of things, and I guess lie his way into killing people.
You're a dirty old man. Take it.
Oh, come on, over here.
Jesus Christ. The more I look at him, the more he's not even that good looking to me. I was sitting up here telling you, oh, chiseled. I was like, nah, man. Looking up here, this guy, yeah, this like got that gap in his mouth, got a tooth missing over there, which they got little details like that right for the movie.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they're like that. You can see that the actor has a tooth missing in his background, man. Yeah, you know that they like with this guy, they did their best to just kind of make him look even slimier. Like his hair is, you know, it's just
greasy looking.
It's not as feathered and coiffed.
No,
as this guy. Yeah, it's greasier looking. Where you know this guy right here,
he had
man,
curlier hair.
He just got a perm. Or something. So yeah, you know, I don't even think this guy's that good looking. It baffled me how this guy was seen as charming back then, but I guess in the 70s everybody was cheesy. I don't know. I tell you what, the actor himself. What actor does he look? What other actor does he look like?
I'm trying to place it. I can't see it.
Vincent D'Onofrio, man, a young Vincent D'Onofrio. To me, he had a like you know. Every time I saw him getting crazy in a movie, he reminded me of Full Metal Jacket. And then also Vincent D'Onofrio when he was younger.
Okay, yeah, I can kind of see it, but whenever I think of Vincent D'Onofrio, I think of him in Men in Black. So
Okay.
like his
I think him as a kingpin beating people's ass with a car door these days. Yeah, this is
So I guess, yeah, that's how you can make the
there you go.
connection. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sexy D'Onofrio right there, man.
Chained up, looking like a Creed album.
If they ever need a young Vincent D'Onofrio in a movie, this guy.
Yeah, I can see it.
Get him to play the younger character.
Got them eyes.
Yeah, man. They have like a Kingpin flashback, when he was younger. Get this dude to do it, man.
And he had long hair.
Long, greasy ass hair. So the movie does take creative liberties. And that's one of the things that I've kind of brought into question.
Do you like that normally when they do that? I think that it can work as long as it helps the overarching story.
Yeah. Okay, so the movie is, it's all the guys in here are pretty much, they have a sexist trait. They don't listen, they're dumb, they're cocky, they're horny. So maybe that's why I'm saying they lay it on pretty heavy, because it just doesn't seem like there's one good guy in the movie. You're just bad and worse. I'm not this guy that's complaining, no. I'm not like, man, they treat men so bad. I'm just saying that just something that just didn't seem balanced like the rest of, like she did so well with other parts of the movie. Mm-hmm. Also, this character that she plays, and it is a character because it's not the real Cheryl Bradshaw, because she's taking some liberties with this person. She did something in the movie that did not happen in real life. And they say it's to, again, highlight the sexism and continue with that theme in the movie. But also it's for entertainment value. And it's to give Anna Kendrick some real juicy scenes. It's like, yeah, because the real woman I imagine she was not that exciting on the show. She just asked these dumb questions and that was it.
From the clips you showed, she was kind of corny herself.
Yeah, but she did a little something different here. She took a spin with this, and it's like, all right, when you look up the real facts of the movie, that didn't happen. But that's just something you got to deal with, because we know that these movies, they take liberties with the stories. Very strong debut, though. This movie accomplishes a lot, man, and I was really impressed with this. Like I said, I hadn't heard of the story, so maybe that's something that works in my favor here and makes me really like this. But it's disturbing. It's funny. Like I said, it was informative. Even if they did exaggerate some things and just flat out make stuff up, it made me go look up the real stuff. And at the end of it, not gonna lie to you, it's infuriating. It's one of those movies where, as much as I admire what all the talent behind this, as much as I was entertained by a lot of things, it made me mad. At the end, it did kind of ruin my day. Goddammit, it made me very upset at the end of it. But again, very strong debut from Anna Kendrick. I love her direction in this, man.
Was this something that Netflix produced, or is this something that they picked up and bought after it was made?
I think it's produced by Netflix.
Good. They need to give new people opportunities to make good stuff, at least. Or it sounds like you thought it was at least good.
Netflix was talking about not making huge big budget movies as much anymore, and making smaller things. And if this is the kind of quality that we get from this, then that's a good move. Because just like any studio in Hollywood, they spend a lot of money making a big blockbuster type feeling film, and it could be fun. But some of their movies that are huge were not some of their best.
Atlas
and. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to just pick on movies and whatnot. But this right here is a smaller quality film, and I really enjoyed it. Man, I would definitely recommend this. Or I would definitely thank you for recommending it to me, and I give it a low full price. And I cannot wait to see what else Anna Kendrick does after this. I think I really love seeing people, especially women, transition behind the camera, because I don't think they've had that opportunity to do it that much. And if you go and look up list of female directors that are out there, it's long, and they're doing all kind of stuff, anywhere from superheroes to horror to dramas. And this is great to see.
I feel like women excel at directing horror.
A lot of great talent out there. She's one of them. And thank you guys. I appreciate it. Keep up the recommendations.
And we'll continue to take some of them.
Yes. No, we won't take all of them, because y'all come up with some crazy shit.
Hey, there's a new Dragon Ball. You gonna watch it?
No. Y'all come up with crazy shit like he would recommend. I don't.
Will you review my photographs, Corey?
No, I will not, sir. hot underage girls. No.
This one's 12.
So thank you. Now, if it was the 70s, yeah.
Hey, baby.
Yeah. It would all be copacetic then. Well, you made it to the end of the video. That must mean you really like what we do. So if you do, check out these other videos just like this one. Check out our other YouTube channels and subscribe to join our wonderful Toasty community. And as always, stay toasty.